He grabbed his sister-in-law's hand. Stick close, babe. We need to zoom through this prison yard. Next up is the exhilarating and intense showdown between Hammer Guy and the Dark Forces, making Hammer Guy feel utterly exhausted, as if he had just gone through a whole night of battle. Just then, an enemy snuck up from behind and almost blindsided Hammer Guy, but thank goodness for his sister-in-law's scream bringing him back to reality. Unleashing his Hammer Guy barreled through to his sister-in-law, and with one swift smack of a brick, he sent the annoying criminal packing. Talk about hitting the nail on the head. After escaping prison flawlessly, Hammer Guy and sister-in-law killed the big boss little for a surprise. Of course, the big boss won't let it go. Danger lurks nearby. Goons chase them like in a racing game. Lucky their car's bulletproof, otherwise they'd be dead. With the mob closing in tighter than a tight pair of jeans, Hammer Guy rushed the car into a nearby arms factory, feeling like he just found a hidden level in a video game. Hammer Guy went solo with a giant anti-machine gun, blasting away like it was a bazooka party, sending the helicopter spiraling out of control. The flaming helicopter crashed down with a bang, and just as they were about to deal with the second one, boom. They got blasted right into the cargo hold. Talk about terrible. Those little rascals wanted to stop the train, but they seriously underestimated Hammer Guy's teammate Nick. He's not someone you can push around. After a brawl, 2 enemies got taken out by Nick's arrows. Bad luck, much like the clowns in a movie. Meanwhile, armed goons were closing in inside the container, but Hammer Guy swooped in just in time like a cat-saving superhero. Hammer Guy quickly defeated the punks, taking down the gang. Returning to the train front, he was about to check Nick when bullets whizzed past. Hammer Guy's crew had taken enough hits, and the second helicopter went nuts with gunfire. Hammer Guy, however, unveiled his secret weapon, otherwise known as his life-saving charm. After the struggle, the train brakes failed. Hammer Guy shouted to his sister-in-law, "Hold tight. Don't fly out." The train derailed and flipped like a wild roller coaster. Luckily, they were just slightly hurt. But just when you thought things couldn't get crazier, the sister-in-law's son was still looking for Dad. Talk about clueless. She had to break the news. Your dad's gone, and now you get it. Once Hammer Guy got them aboard the plane, the sister-in-law slyly grabbed the phone to contact the big boss henchman. Was she planning to double-cross them? The boss mobilized weapons, sending top mercs to Vienna's safety tower. Hammer Guy knew nothing. His team prepared like for a delivery, planning to leave in 6 hours. It was just then the sister-in-law discovered the truth. Seeing the helicopter approaching, Hammer Guy ordered everyone to evacuate like it was a parachute game. But outside, a gang of armed mobsters were blocking the path, marching up like they were preparing for a weird exercise routine. The sister-in-law's son steadfastly refused to go with Hammer Guy and even planned to seek out his big boss, behaving exactly like a completely lost little lamb. Hammer Guy sent his buddy to fetch him back, but just as they made contact, the big boss car rolled back like watching a soap opera plot twist. The kid ultimately chose the big boss, and Nick tried to stop him but ended up face down on the ground like being run over by the wheels of history. In the end, the teammates didn't catch the kid, but at least survived to tell the tale. Talk about the narrow escape. Hammer Guy was upstairs turning everything upside down, and the enemies were just confused like they stumbled into a costume party. Meanwhile, Hammer Guy's teammates were panicking like ants on a hot skillet, and he shouted, "Watch out, guys. Avoid friendly fire." Thanks to his pals, they finally made it out. What a clever and brave bunch. In the end, Hammer Guy faced off against the big boss in an epic battle, a battle of wits and aerial antics. He's like the natural kryptonite to villains. Their showdown was like the most extravagant dance-off, and by the end, the big boss was left looking worse for wear, sorely outmatched. Hammer Guy defeated the boss, rescued his sister, and everyone returned safe. Stay tuned, the next episode is even better. Like and subscribe.